Order. Order. I'm going to call the next speaker, David Seymour.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill coming up the order paper has been a little bit like Christmas Eve, waiting for the opportunity to comment on Tracy Martin's bill. But I can't help myself but comment throughout the debate. I read a profile of a couple of MPs who genuinely like each other over the recess, and I thought, whatever their cerebral shortcomings may be, at least they're decent guys. And we just saw from the refusal to stand, withdraw and apologise for unparliamentary language that even that caveat is not true.
Order. Now, I have ruled on this matter, and when I've ruled on a matter, that's the end of it, and I don't want to be brought up again. David Seymour.
Mr. Speaker, it's not the only privilege that we have in this House, also the ability to put private members' bills into the ballot. And some of us toil away, research, consult and work very, very hard in order to submit a decent private member's bill instead of a single line. And Mr Cunliffe said, oh, well, it's succinct and it achieves the objective, and he may generally have a point, except that both the New Zealand First private members' bills on the order paper today have that feature, and you have to wonder if that is not the common and causal elements in those bills. But it also has to be said to the members on my left, allegedly on my right, but today very much physically on my left, that this whole shebang is a disgrace. The purpose of legislation and regulation with respect to gambling is to prevent harm. And suddenly we learn that when some other public policy objective is up to be pursued, namely a convention centre justified by the kind of Leontief modelling that would have made Lenin proud, and isn't it sad to hear the members who supposedly believe in the market telling us precisely what the multiplier and the GDP and the employment benefits will be of a macroeconomic intervention into the economy? Right, listen faster, listen faster. And isn't it a disgrace to see those principles being abandoned? But not only do I have socialists on my left, but hypocrites on my right, because all of them, given the opportunity, would be... Oh.
Mr. Speaker.
No, I know what the member's going to say. I got that part. Just the member withdraw that last comment. You can't use a phrase in that context. So
point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, David Seymour.
It's unfair to say that you know what Carmel Sepuloni is going to say. She has a vivid imagination. She could have said...
No. I think I know what the points of order were, and I'm sure that I've got it right. So I'll just... So I just ask the member to withdraw that phrase that he used and then carry on.
I withdraw and apologise for calling the members to my right hypocrites, but they are... No!
Now look, that is... I've just asked you to withdraw that comment. I'll give you one more chance.
I withdraw
and apologise.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw and apologise.
Now carry on, and that's the end of the matter.
Point of order.
Ron Mark.
Mr. Speaker, can I ask you to please, and in the interest of fairness and justice, consider what you've just said. That was blatant, deliberate defiance, and I have been threatened by the chair to be thrown out of the House for far less than that.
The member will sit. Now look, you are challenging the decision of the Speaker. I have ruled the member who was speaking has withdrawn and apologised. I said the next time it would be over. That's the end of the matter. I don't want any further comment on this because all it is a challenge to the chair. We're moving on. David Seymour.
Order, Mr. Speaker.
If the member is relitigating this...
No.
Honourable David Cunliffe. I'll hear David Cunliffe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is not a matter concerning the trifling with the chair. Nor is it the repeating of the offensive word in the point of order, but a different matter, which is it appears the member is some halfway through his speech. He's used a range of devices so far to avoid taking a position on the bill.
No, that's not a point of order. The member will sit. You're trifling with the chair. David Seymour.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I was saying, I believe that there is a philosophical inconsistency in picking apart one government intervention and deal when the same members, we all know very well, are in favour of rampant government intervention in the economy and would have so many of their own projects. And for New Zealand First members, I have one word, which is railways. In actual fact, this bill would leave the Crown on the hook for who knows $400 million in fiscal cost, and it would undermine the regulatory stability and New Zealand's international reputation for regulatory stability. That is why the bill cannot pass. However, in this bill, there is a salutary lesson for all members, that it's not simply that complex ad hoc government intervention is bad when they do it, because that would bring out the H word. It is, Mr. Speaker, always wrong for government to ad hoc mess with regulations in place for one purpose in order to pursue another objective, as the bill that would be repealed did. It is wrong for a government based on Leontief input-output modelling that tries to anticipate the economic benefit to total welfare of a particular project to use such modelling to justify a project. And the consequences are that we now have a shonky contract leading to the construction of a convention centre that will compete with the Aotea Centre and not provide any of the benefits it hoped in diversifying the range of sizes of convention centres, but rather intensify competition in one particular niche. And that is why all of those things are wrong, because they lead to unintended consequences ultimately greater than the intended ones. So I thank the member for putting the bill forward, sadly 2 years too late, and let's hope that all members learn the salutary lesson that free markets and free minds beat ad hoc government intervention any day of the week. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.